Hello world, it is Wednesday, February 2nd, 2022, and I just realized that the calendar is 222022. the Looking out the window at Defiance this morning, it's kind of overcast and rainy. Snowmageddon didn't happen. It doesn't sound like it will. We might get some ice, some freezing rain this afternoon, and I've heard anywhere from 2 to 6 inches, but it's not going to be the monster storm that some people were predicting. The devotion for today is entitled Chicken Soup for the Soul, and it's written by Kenneth L. Samuel. Kenneth bases the devotion upon Psalm 32, verses 3 and 5, New International Version. When I kept silent, my bones wasted away. Then I acknowledged my sin to you and did not cover up my iniquity. And Kenneth writes, as a prank in college, I, along with 4 of my senior class colleagues, conspired to steal the bell that was stationed at a corner of our college square. After we'd done the deed around 3 a.m. one morning, we delighted in hearing the utter befuddlement and bewilderment that characterized the responses of various students regarding the missing icon. The plot was a great source of amusement until our senior class voted to contribute a sizable sum for the replacement of the bell. At that point, I had to speak up because I couldn't rest well with the fact that my senior classmates were going to give good money to replace something that didn't need replacement, but return. I went to the class president and told her that the bell would be returned. Of course, I implicated myself, but I was so ready to be free from the guilt that I was happy to sing like a bird. And I was relieved to deal with the consequences of my actions, which amounted to a stern reprimand. As it turned out, we weren't the first seniors to pull that prank. As I look back on the incident, my cover-up was as bad as, or even worse, than my misdeed itself. Sin is an enticer, and after it entices us, it entangles us. There is nothing that can free us from our conscientious entanglements like open, honest, full-throated confession. The truth about who we are and what we've done, even when we believe that what we did was harmless, is tonic for the soul. And the prayer. Lord, help us to realize that even though we can live with cover-up and denial, we cannot live well. As I read this devotion, I was thinking how hard it can be on you mentally when you've done something wrong and you know that you've done something wrong and you don't live up to it or own up to it, and how that can eat away at you. And I think that's kind of what Kenneth was getting at. And that's why many traditions, our churches have the tradition of having a time of confession, sometimes even personal confession with a minister or a priest, because sometimes it helps to unburden ourselves of something like that. And the other thing this devotion reminded me is that when we do something wrong and then rather than admit to it, try to cover it up, it just leads to more issues and compounds the issue even more, and creating even more issues for us. And it's like an unending spiral. So it's best just to own up to it. And sometimes I find that the things that we think are really bad turn out to be not as bad as we think they are, or we make more out of them than perhaps the people that we have harmed. So all the more reason just to get it off your chest and ask for forgiveness and pay restitution if you need to, and try to get on with your life and get past what you did and resolve never to do it again. Well, I hope you stay safe from the Snowmageddon that isn't happening, and I hope to talk to you again tomorrow. Take care.